Super teams will kill the league. Oh god. I think it's a little bit early for the comments on most of these, but we'll see. Evan, thank you again for the 8, buddy. This is prefaced with a large, in my opinion, already a W start here. This is already a good start. But I believe super teams are going to kill the league. Obviously, creating super teams will increase competitiveness, but the increase will only be seen within the super teams that are created, inevitably pushing out the bottom tier teams that, granted, have been at the bottom will remain at the bottom. In turn, this is largely going to affect the smaller market organizations in the league. As super teams are generally formed within desirable markets, the optics phases, LATs, etc. With the concentration of high-level talent, just a few teams, these smaller organizations are going to struggle even harder to attract and retain talent, which widens the gap more so. In this case, I'd assume that at some point, Legion and Mutineers of the league will notice investors, okay. So he's basically saying consolidating all of the talent in the top part of the league is going to force out all of the lesser teams in smaller markets, which surface level I could agree with, but you could make the argument that there have been super teams in COD for the entire existence of Call of Duty, and regardless, there have been teams, i.e. New York, come out and win 2 majors when everyone thought that there were super teams this year, super teams last year, super teams the year before that. The Optic Dynasty, teams were finding ways to win even if these rosters were quote-unquote super teams. So I think at face value, if you don't dive into the concept, I could agree with that, but I think that teams always find a way to win in COD that aren't super teams, and I think that talent isn't how you win in COD. So, but I agree. Surface level, chat. I think that consolidating all of the talent into say 3 teams here, just FaZe, LAT, Optic, whatever, is definitely hurtful for like Minnesota, whatever. But at the same time, like I said, there are always teams every year that find a way to do well and win tournaments that are not super teams. So I think the track record of Call of Duty probably disagrees with the concept, but if you don't look at the track record of COD and you just look at the concept in itself, I could agree with it.